All right, for anyone out there who's ever daydreamed about a Zen retreat, without the hassle of actually traveling, this one's for you.
Sounds intriguing. Count me in.
Today, we're diving deep into Asian-inspired gardens and the magic of drip irrigation. And get this, all right in the heart of New York City.
Oh, wow. That's a fascinating combo. The tranquility of a Zen garden amidst the city that never sleeps. I'm hooked already.
Exactly. And to guide us through this urban oasis journey, we're tapping into the expertise of New York Plantings.
New York Plantings. I've heard whispers of their work, something about transforming concrete jungles into serene escapes.
You heard right. They've been in the game for over 25 years, turning everything from classic brownstones to rooftop gardens into green havens. Talk about plant whisperers.
25 years in the Big Apple. They must have seen it all. But what is it about their approach that really sets them apart?
Well, they've mastered the art of blending Asian garden design, the practicality of drip irrigation systems. It's this incredible holistic approach that makes their projects both stunning and functional.
Okay, now you're just teasing us with visions of koi ponds and bamboo forests. Before we get too lost in a daydream, can you break down the essence of Asian garden design? What makes it so unique?
Picture this. You step outside your door, and suddenly you're surrounded by a space designed for contemplation and tranquility.
Ooh, I love where this is going.
Carefully placed rocks become art. A gentle water feature provides soothing sounds, and lush greenery surrounds you on all sides. It's about creating that sense of harmony with nature, even when you're in the middle of a bustling city.
It's like hitting the pause button on city life, finding a moment of serenity right outside your door. So how does New York Plantings bring this peaceful vision to life, especially amidst the hustle and bustle of New York City?
They've got this incredible talent for taking those core principles of Asian design, like using natural elements and weaving them seamlessly into the urban landscape.
So instead of fighting against the city's energy, they're harmonizing with it, using nature to create a sense of balance.
Exactly. Imagine a rooftop transformed into a serene escape, complete with bamboo screens for privacy, a minimalist water feature, and of course carefully chosen plants that can handle the city's unique climate.
It's like they're artists, but instead of paint and canvas, they're using plants and natural elements to create their masterpieces.
You got it.
And just like an artist chooses the right brushstrokes, New York Plantings understands the importance of selecting the perfect plants for each space, right?
Absolutely. They factor in everything from sunlight and shade to a plant's water needs. It's all about ensuring a thriving garden that's both beautiful and sustainable in the long run.
Speaking of sustainability, let's talk about the secret weapon in any urban oasis: drip irrigation. What makes this system so well suited for city gardens, especially when water conservation is so important?
Think of it this way. Drip irrigation is like giving your plants a personalized drink, delivered right to their roots, no wasted drops.
Ah, so it's the opposite of blasting water everywhere with a hose and hoping for the best. You said it. No more of that wasteful, sprinkle everything approach. And in a city like New York, where water conservation is so crucial, that efficiency is a game changer.
Absolutely. But it's not just about saving water, right? It also has some serious benefits for the plants themselves.
Oh, for sure. Imagine, instead of being drowned or left high and dry, you're getting just the right amount of hydration exactly where you need it.
It's like a spa day for your plants with perfectly portioned hydration.
Exactly. That targeted approach delivers water straight to the roots, which means less risk of overwatering or underwatering, those silent killers of so many houseplants.
So drip irrigation is like the Goldilocks of watering methods. Not too much, not too little, just right.
You got it. And that kind of consistency is key for healthy, happy plants, especially in the urban environment where they might already be dealing with things like limited sunlight or air pollution.
Makes you wonder how New York Plantings tackles projects of different sizes with this approach. Do they work their magic on any project, big or small?
Oh, absolutely. One day they might be transforming a sprawling rooftop terrace into a tranquil oasis.
Wow, can you imagine having a Zen retreat right above the city streets?
Right. And the next day they could be creating a tiny but charming window box garden that brings a touch of Zen to a small apartment.
So whether you've got a sprawling backyard or just a little nook by the fire escape, they've got you covered.
Exactly. The scale might differ, but their dedication to merging those Asian design principles with practical solutions, that stays consistent.
It's about customizing the approach to fit the needs of the space and the client, right?
Absolutely. And here's where it gets even cooler. New York plantings often incorporate some really smart tech into their drip irrigation systems.
Now, tell me more about this smart tech. Are we talking sensors, timers?
You got it. Think timers that automatically adjust watering schedules based on the weather, and sensors that detect moisture levels in the soil, making sure your plants are never thirsty.
Wow, that takes all the guesswork out of it. No more stressing about whether you watered the ferns enough before you left for vacation.
Right. It's like having a personal plant concierge. But with all this talk about high-tech irrigation and expert design, you might wonder, does New York plantings ever worry that people might be intimidated to try urban gardening themselves?
That's a good question. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you see these incredible, professionally designed spaces.
And yet, they're actually huge proponents of everyone embracing their inner gardener.
Really? So they're not trying to keep all the green secrets to themselves.
Not at all. In fact, they have this quote on their website: extend self-reliance to the gardening design. Just be yourself, gain experience, and show the love of your garden work.
I love that. It's so encouraging. Like they're saying, hey, we're here if you want to go big, but don't be afraid to start small and just experiment.
Exactly. They're all about fostering that love for gardening, no matter your experience level, no matter how big or small your space might be. It really is refreshing to see a company like that, embracing both the artistry, A&D, the accessibility of gardening.
Totally. It's like they've found that sweet spot between professional landscaping and that, I don't know, that very human urge to connect with nature, even when you're surrounded by concrete.
And what's really cool is how they're blending these ancient traditions, like Asian garden design, with modern technology.
Right. Talk about bridging the gap between centuries.
I mean, Asian garden design has been around for ages, and here they are, incorporating cutting-edge drip irrigation systems and smart technology to create these sustainable urban havens.
It proves that you don't have to choose between tranquility and technology, beauty and sustainability. You can have both.
Exactly. And the best part is, it's an approach we can all learn from. Whether we've got a huge backyard, a tiny balcony, or just a windowsill, we can all bring in elements of Asian garden design, use smart irrigation techniques.
And create our own little slices of paradise.
Precisely.
It's really about changing your perspective, realizing that even the smallest space has the potential to become an oasis if you put a little love and intention into it.
Totally. And don't be afraid to play around, Try different plants, different materials, see what sparks joy for you. Gardening should be a journey of discovery.
Well said.
Yeah.
So for everyone listening, whether you're daydreaming of bamboo forests on your rooftop or simply adding a new succulent to your windowsill, remember this: creating your own urban oasis is about more than just aesthetics.
It's about tapping into that connection with nature.
Exactly. It's about finding those pockets of peace and beauty in the everyday, and hey, maybe even inspiring your neighbors to do the same.
Yeah, there's a thought. Spreading a little green joy.
Until next time, happy gardening, everyone.